what's going on, guys? Just give me 1 second and we can start with the event. So welcome here on the page, guys, and this is going to be 1 second. Yeah, no, that's more like it. Okay, so welcome to the page, and this is going to be as you can see, the new moon, which also happens to be a solar eclipse in Aquarius. Yeah, it's in Aquarius, and for that purpose we're going to do a tarot reading for each star sign, starting from Aries first, going all the way back to Pisces. Hello everybody, and I'm going to use, as usual, my Rider-Waite tarot deck. So without further ado, guys, let me shuffle the cards for Aries, and I decided as well to change a little bit the reading, in a sense that it's not going to be a 5-card spread, but it's going to be instead 3-card spread. But this will not gonna impact in any way the majority of the information, or rather like the quality of the information, and as well the quality of the reading. It is just, it's a little bit of different approach. Happy Valentine, Marie. Hello Judy, how are you doing? Okay guys, so let me cut, and Aries, so I will show the 3 cards first, then we're gonna go card by card what you can expect during this period of time that covers up the new moon in Aquarius to the next full moon. And the first card for you, Aries, is that will be the Knight of Cups. Then the second card is going to be the 6 of Wands. And the third card is going to be the 10 of Wands. By the way, before I start the stream, I was just thinking about Aries, and the 10 of Wands was kind of like roaming in my mind. So I guess we got it for you guys. And if we go with the first one, which is the Knight of Cups, excuse me, that could be a person which is going to embark your life during this particular period of time, and that person is capable of very, very deep emotions, but also it is kind of inconsistent with his approach, because it's most likely a male. 1 second. And he likes to speak, in a sense that he likes to speak about his emotional state, in a sense of how much impression you make to him, and how much they are amused by your presence, how much enthralled they are by your commitment into certain things. It could be into your career or into your relationship, especially if you are single, guys. That will be someone approaching you, most likely showing you that they have true interest in you. However, don't place great hopes in that particular person. It is because most of the time they just talk without actually doing something about it. If you want to do something, I mean, if you want something to happen with that person, you need to be the one, Aries, that needs to make the first step out of it. If that's not a person, guys, then in this particular period of time, you will be very, very busy doing things, because everything will depend on the quality of your particular not just contribution, but as well commitment, and performance was the correct word I was searching for. So everything will be depending on your performance. There is nothing that relies on luck during this particular period of time. And if you do so, guys, we do have the 6 of Wands, which gives you the opportunity of success. And it is not just opportunity of success, but it's also a card of recognition. So your efforts will not be left unrewarded, and as well they won't be left unnoticed. if I may express myself that way. So it will be very important during this particular cycle, guys, to really push your things to the outer limits, or kind of like your capabilities to the outer limits, so you can reap the fruits of a certain labor. Excuse me, labor is, yeah, it's a certain labor that you are about to do now. It is very important as well to realize that the job is far from done, and yeah, you will have your good achievements during this particular moon period of time, guys, but it is very important as well to keep on doing the great job that you are doing. And the Six of Wands also is a card showing that help is going to come on your aid, and you will truly be able to see a savior in front of yourself. So if you have messed up recently with something very badly, especially career-wise, guys, with this card, someone will come there that will take the pressure off you, if I may express myself that way. And the third card, it will be the Ten of Wands, and a lot of things during this moon cycle will move around, and they will kind of have a certain changes which does not concern you directly, but circumstantially are going to concern you. And by that, guys, you have to scamper around and attend to a lot of things, and it's very important with this card to recognize which thing of yours it's exactly something that you can push through, and which thing of yours, and it doesn't have to be even yours, but it could be on your boyfriend or on your boss or mother and father, etc., siblings. It simply cannot go any further. So it's very important to scale and analyze and assess even the efforts you can give to a certain agenda, enterprise, as well as task, commitment, etc., which truly will have some benefits for you, instead of wasting totally efforts towards something which is simply done, and continuing it forward will be simply stressful, and it will be simply pointless. As well, it is very important with this card not to answer to any challenge. Now, during this particular cycle, guys, challenges which are given to you by a competition, especially, there will be something surreptitious behind them. In other words, there will be a trap behind those challenges. So don't answer any challenges during this moon cycle, Aries. It is not a time where you need to go to war. You have enough on your plate to attend to, and you basically can't put behind your back these people for this very moment. So let me now shuffle, guys, and we can go to Taurus coming up next. No, Rosalita, Capricorn is quite further in the stream. We are now at Taurus. And happy Valentine's Day to you too. Okay, so Taurus is the first card for you will be the Wheel of Fortune. The second card is going to be the Page of Swords, and the third card, it is going to be the Five of Swords. Guys, by looking at these cards just like that, you are going to receive a very vital information, a very important information during this moon cycle, which will allow you actually to scope and utilize certain options available which weren't available until now. A period of a huge breakthrough, it is coming, and that particular information will come through a very loyal supportive of yours, a loyal friend or apprentice. It is most likely an apprentice, someone that is yet learning, but they are also a very clever spies. They can utilize the information and they can interpret gossips very well. That being said, guys, this will give you how can I really express it? This will give you the necessary means in order to have a leverage towards certain people, either toward your bosses or toward that mean co-worker at your job, or toward that slinking friend that you do have into your social circle. Either way, guys, this will be a very interesting period of time for you, because it does look like that information coming up from this person here, which is most likely a young woman. I'm saying most likely, but it could be also a young man, will open you a lot of doors. As a matter of fact, is gonna clear a lot of situations in front of you where until now you have feeling either stuck, or you thought that these situations simply are irrelevant towards your future. And with these three cards, guys, that you do have during this lunar cycle, it does look like that they are not irrelevant anymore, because they are actually a gold mines. And after that, we do have the Five of Swords at your behalf, which you have to be very careful how you're going to proceed moving on forward. The Five of Swords is a card asking you to realize your limitations, because you may try to jump further than your capabilities allow you to, and if you do so, you will experience loss and regret, and on top of that, you are going to be humiliated by those people that you had a leverage toward. Now we are talking about had a leverage, because you will basically fire the only bullets that can actually allow you to proceed forward and to be truly beneficial in your things. Talking about that, guys, the Five of Swords is also a card showing you that you are going to learn a lesson that you wouldn't want to repeat anymore, and you will be glad that that lesson actually passed in your presence, and you don't have to repeat it, as I said. But also it will be a very valuable lesson of how much you can push the things, and where is the line that you can actually step toward and not any further. And looking at that, it will be very important to simply deliberate on that information you will receive during this cycle, because if you, as I said, if you misuse it, it does look like that first you will lose a lot of friends, and you will lose a lot of people that have placed the great hopes at you, and second, you will basically gonna fire a golden bullet that could have actually rocket launched you in a quite good perspective, or rather beneficial position. So after Taurus, we are going to Gemini. But yeah, for you Tauruses, the insight will be true, guys. It's going to be real, the insight, and you are going to say probably to yourself, oh my god, I can actually now do something about it, and I do have, you know, a clear sign for proceeding forward and pushing forward. But also you have to be very calculative about how you're going to use that information on your behalf. Is the stream frozen for everybody? Because I am in the stream right now and it's running good for me. Thank you, Morgan. Okay, so Geminis. For you guys, the first card is going to be the Page of Wands. Then we do have the Queen of Cups. And after that is going to be the Hermit. This it does look like that will be a period of withdrawal, which you will want to create a plan how to move on forward. It is because you will be left alone, kind of abandoned by a certain people here, as we do have with these couple of cards, guys. There will be only one supportive that will be around you, and all the rest are going to simply spread, and they will start to attend into their own personal things. So you will be feeling quite abandoned and quite alone, and you need to take on a direction during this particular lunar cycle, but unfortunately you will have no one there to applaud you. But what you can do, guys, Geminis, is to be wise, and as well to have a high intelligence, because you do have a high intelligence and no one can deprive you from that. That being said, it will be very important at that particular time to instead of act and try to, how can I place it? Try to be active in the material world. Instead, you need to slow down your motion and start planning. The Queen of Cups with the Hermit here is a typical combination of where you need to plan and you need to define for yourself where exactly your emotions are dragging you toward, because it's kind of like a period where you are going to start realizing what is substantial, what is essential for your life. Is this your relationship, or is this your career, or is the job that you're working at is something that you truly want to work at, or you need something else in your life, kind of like a different job that you will feel more fulfilled on that particular different job. So it's about there is nothing much to be said, guys. It's just the people which are actually there in your life just to make the shits and giggles, they will no longer be present. Only the people that are truly emotionally connected with you will stay there, and the rest will simply go away attending to their own different enterprises, while you and the people that are yet connected with you emotionally, they will support you through that new period of development, because you will have a new period of development during this lunar cycle. It is very tough reading for Gemini. Also, there is a different reason why you will run short on friends, so-called. So that particular period is there to teach you that you are much stronger than you think you are on your own, and thus you can push many things through on your own. As well as it is a very baffling message can come into your way, baffling to a sense that you will realize that you're not doing something correctly until now, and you have to put a second thought, excuse me, into a certain approaches that you are taking, and into a certain engagements as well that you are initiating. That being said, guys, again, for you Geminis, it will be important during this cycle not to panic, and as well not to be frantic about your actions, but instead think, guys, and define where the emotions of your heart, or kind of like where the feelings of your heart are dragging you toward. Because with these cards, the only way that you're going to find yourself transformed into a better being, if I may express myself that way, is by following the feelings of your heart, and realizing that on your own you are much stronger than when you have people sabotaging your work. Now shuffling, and we're going to Cancer. Okay, so for Cancer, we have the Ten of Cups is the first card. Then we do have the Two of Pentacles, and that will be the Hierophant card. Very quiet period of time for Cancer. It is advisable for them to spend their time at home, with the Ten of Cups, guys, you need to aim to spend your time during this period with the people that you truly accept as people which are from your family. It doesn't have to be from your bloodline family, but people like are very good friends which are as a family, because spending time, quality time with these people will actually make you stop thinking about the things which you are worrying about, you know, kind of like money, mortgages, etc., or rents, etc., etc. As well as Ten of Cups is a card saying that something tremendously pleasant is going to happen in your life during this period of time, where your life, if you kind of lost hope in it, all of a sudden will start worth living. And as I said, difficulties that you do had until now simply will vanish during this particular period of time of the new moon, and they will simply bypass you, go away, as you will find yourself in a place, not necessarily physical place, but a state, if I will change my expression there, as a state that actually nothing can bring you down. And you need to, if you have the luxury to do so, guys, you can start working from home, or from a place where, yeah, you are feeling emotionally fulfilled here, and you need to be quite adaptable. So these couple of cards here are speaking to me, Cancer, that you should stop following rules, in a sense where you are not very agree to those rules, where you know you are feeling quite unpleasant by following and by executing a certain demands which are given to you. But instead of that, you need to be a little bit more adaptive, and using that time of pleasant experiences and pleasant enterprises, guys, you need to use that time to change some small things into your environment, small things into your home, like rearranging your home, or small things into your relationship, like, you know, trying different things into your relationship, different activities there, and as well rearranging your career, etc., etc. It's just about preparing for a brighter future. And as well, we do have the Hierophant here, which is speaking about sitting on an already established patterns, and as well as a mentor is coming into your life, someone that it truly knows what the things are all about, someone that have been where you are going toward, and they are walking backwards, in a sense they are returning from that place, and you can seriously learn things from them. That card is saying that whatever difficulties you are facing, or you have been facing, and there, as we're seeing here, that right now during this particular period of time, they're gonna they're going to be more easy on you. Whatever difficulties you have been facing, they can be resolved by a very meaningful conversations, especially with those people which can be a mentor, which can mentor you. They can be you know, a mentor of yours. Hierophant card is a card of honoring traditions. So whatever religion you are following, whatever creed you are following, if you do if there are certain celebrations during this particular cycle, moon cycle, it will be okay, and even it will be advisable for you to attend to these celebrations, honoring the tradition. But the most important card here, guys, is the Two of Pentacles, saying that you need to be more playful, more joyful, to be more to take the things more lightly, and simply to enjoy life, because this particular period of time for you, Cancers, will be more joyful than than miserable. And the only misery that you may face there, it is the one that you are inflicting upon yourself. So instead of being slumbered by unexplored opportunities that you are aware of things in your past that you could have done better, etc., etc., enjoy the pleasant moments that are simply thrown in your way during this during this couple of weeks. And that way, guys, as I said, you are going to find out that your life all of a sudden is worth living. And as well, don't neglect the advices of your elders and of the people that truly knows what they're talking about, because through those advices and through those conversations, you are about to reach a resolution to your difficulties and to your problems. Now, let me shuffle again, guys, and next one will be Leo. Thank you, Morgan. Mitzi, yeah, Taurus was done, but you can rewatch it after the stream is done. You know, there will be a recording of it uploaded in Facebook and as well in my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked my YouTube channel, you can go and check it, as there is a daily content there. Okay, so that is about Leo. We do have the Page of Pentacles with the Three of Cups, with the Knight of Cups. Wow. Especially for the single souls, guys, it does look like that you do have a competition here, or it is rather a competition will be led to be won your heart. Okay, so we have two people fighting for your attention, and these people, now there are a significant difference in between them. Now one is more engaging than the other. Here with the Knight of Cups, he is more as I said, he likes to talk and it's more engaging. He likes to explain their emotions, etc., etc. While the Page of Pentacles, it's a person who prefers to shine with, not exactly with actions, but with how much humble they are, you know, and how much absence of criteria they got. Okay, so how simple their life is, and these kind of people, they can be easily skipped from the others because they seem rather in the shades, you know, they seem rather in the darkness, and they don't shine pretty bright in front of others, especially if the competition, it is rather overwhelming, like we do have here with the Knights of Cups. Okay, but in my opinion, Leos, your better match, it will be the Page of Pentacles. First, you are a fire sign, and that is a water element, so you will kill each other pretty quickly here, while this person is going to give you fuel to move on. So they're going to fuel everything you want to do, your career, your dreams, etc., etc. And it is also how you're going to find these people, guys. It is, you need to attend to a mutual experiences with your friends and in your social circle. These people are already in your social circle, or they are circumstantially involved in it. What I mean is that this guy, for example, could be a friend of your friend, and you can get to know each other from a spontaneous meeting, and vice versa. Here with the Page of Pentacles, it always comes to that, how you're going to meet these people and how much chance you're going to give into each both of them. Now that may not be totally romantically romantical intentions. It does depend what kind of situation you are. It could be completely business, and as business, Page of Pentacles is the one that you want to go for, as these people, they are meticulous, guys. These people, they truly want the thing to happen on 100% potential. They want to attend to the minor details. They want everything to be as by the book. While the Knights of Cups, it is also a hard worker, you know, hard labor, but in the same time they're kind of winded, and they follow their personal things, and they don't listen to reason. It's because they see things in a very different, creative way than others. And sometimes creativity does not earn you money. Actually, creativity spends money, you know. But either way, guys, it is very important during this cycle, Leo, to spend it well among people, to spend it by showing how much you can give to the world, guys. especially if you are single. This is your chance to be involved into a relationship, because you will have not just one but a couple of people trying to earn your trust, trying to earn your attention, trying to earn your heart, and you have to give an equal chance to both of them to get to know each other before deciding which one you want to go for. But with the Three of Cups, guys, it's kind of like you need to go for the one that you are not feeling awkward by expressing your emotions toward. Okay, so it's utterly your choice, but as I said, your better match here is the Page of Pentacles, guy, which is a little bit less engaging, which is a little bit less dreamy. It doesn't talk much, but in the same time, they truly knows what they want, and if they say something, it is exactly as they say it. Okay, so the next one will be Virgo. We have the Hangman for Virgo. Well, Jenny, unfortunately, is not going to be that case with Virgo, just with the first card as we see. Then we do have the Three of Swords. It will be a quite tough period for Virgo, for what I can say. With the Hierophant, that will be a period of an insight, guys. An insight of that there are things in your life you cannot do anything about, and they simply are what they are, and you have to live with that. That's the whole point of this lunar cycle for you. There will be setbacks. There will be kind of like a disappointment, if I may say that way as well. You will receive certain informations that you are shocked by how they strike your life, and you will be shocked about the fact that you couldn't see it coming. So there will be not very pleasant informations coming in your way, and by these informations you will realize that you cannot do anything about it. Simply, that could be, I'm sorry guys, but that could be your breakup, that could be your firing as well. It could be anything. It may not go that that high in the ladder of the hierarchy. It could be just simply you, for example, you wanted to buy something for yourself and you realize that the stock is depleted and you cannot buy it for the next couple of months, let's say. But either way, something will go truly wrong, and it went wrong not because you haven't done wrong, or you have done wrong, or you didn't put enough effort into it, guys. It went wrong. It is because it was supposed to go wrong, okay, according to you. So that period of time, it will be best to just take it. I mean, whatever comes towards your way, take it. Don't try to change it. The more you try to change it, guys, the more you will struggle here. The Hangman is a card saying that you cannot do anything about it but wait it out. It is just wait it out, because by you waiting, it's very soon you will kind of get a different perspective. For example, let's say that this was your breakup here, okay, and you will get a perspective where you will realize that actually with that person you have been with, it's nothing good could have come out of it, and that will give you more enthusiasm to go out and start searching for different people. And as well, that as a matter of fact, the more quickly you recover, the more quickly you will attract a another suitor in your life. In case, again, that's your breakup. I'm saying breakup, it is because it will be something that will be highly unpleasant and it can break your heart. I'm saying it can break your heart. And the only way that can break your heart, if you start thinking about it, if you start thinking about it, it is like the end of the world. It is not the end of the world, guys. The only thing that marks the end of the world is a diagnosis like cancer, like HIV, etc. I mean, if you are healthy, you have everything. And simply go by that. You know, the only thing that matters, you know, I had a one colleague of mine which followed Hindu, and I was truly impressed by him saying, you know, Rad, he said, money comes and goes, love comes and goes, even family comes and goes. The only thing you are left with at the end is your body and your soul. And if your body and your soul are okay, then everything is okay. So basically, guys, whatever whatever it is thrown into you, as long as it is not a health issue, then everything is okay. One thing ends, another starts. And with the Hierophant card, it's a clear sign that this was supposed to happen. It was basically the natural unfoldment of the situation. And as a matter of fact, the longer you are postponing that particular difficulty, the harder it would have been. So you can be thankful that you can actually pass it through that quickly, because it's going to be it will come and then quickly will go away. The only way that you can keep it around you is if you think about it, or in a specific way. I mean, thinking that you could have done something about it. You could have not do anything about it, guys. It is that simple. It was supposed to be that way, and it is that way. The only thing you can do is just move on. You are healthy, and everything is good if you are healthy. The money will come, the love will come. It is just, you know, the only thing you cannot buy with money or with love, it's health. You know, money can buy you pills, drugs. They cannot buy you health, though, unfortunately. So next one, that will be, let me shuffle now, and next one, that will be Libra. Okay, so the first card for Libra, that will be the Ten of Pentacles. We have a very good start for you guys, and then it's gonna be the Chariot card, and after that it's gonna be the Temperance card. So it does look like that things are gonna start improving for you, and they will start improving in a big way. Something that was very hardly trying to be pushed in the past, finally you will find the right and correct measures how you can proceed and even achieve it. As a matter of fact, that will be a true achievement here, guys. You will be able to win for your behalf more personal independence. It's kind of like a independence through earning more money, or independence by regaining power, independence by finding a resolution of difficulties, as well as you will start earning a lot of trust to people. And on top of that, guys, you will have a lot of supportive during that particular period of time. Basically, people will want to see you triumph and thrive. And with the Chariot card here, we truly see how much success you will have, because the Chariot card is always a card of triumph. It is a card of a victory. It is a card of a strong and determined actions toward a particular goal. It's kind of like you can channel all the energy you got preparing for that big jump, because many people say that the Chariot is about action, but if you observe here, we cannot see the beasts moving, nor the Chariot. As a matter of fact, the Chariot doesn't have any wheels. Well, it does have, but it does look like it is stationary at this very moment. So it's just the preparation before that big jump, the intentions, the iron will that you can have, you know, the determination. And when you do have these things, you can charge forward, and you can find the correct measures toward establishing that particular approach and that goal of yours. That could be a person you are chasing to be involved with, that could be the new job of yours, or simply could be you finding peace with your daily routine. The Temperance is about combining the opposites. So tasks and stuff that have been heavy on you in the past, now you will be able to face them more lightly because you will have the necessary means, or simply because you will realize that they are quite substantial for your progress further into the future. Either way, Libra's a very positive period of time, these couple of weeks, guys, because first you're gonna earn money, or there will be a chance that you will start earning money, and that will grant you more personal independence as well. It's gonna grant you triumph, victory, and being more. It's the Chariot is also about independence, and it is about singularity. As a single force, you can push your things through. You don't need help from anybody because you do have every resource you need. Okay, and on top of that, the the Temperance here shows that people will not criticize you for what you are about to do or for what you plan to do. People will actually honor your decision. They will show compassion. They will show solidarity. And the the Temperance is also about healing power. Okay, healing power through how you can heal your body. But the most, guys, that card signifies how tolerant one can be, and even if your path divides from somebody that you are walking side by side until now, they will understand that what you are doing is for your greater good, and you are simply following your the path toward your happiness. So you, Libra, will be quite understood during this lunar cycle, and through that understanding given in your way, guys, as I said, personal independence, triumph, being empathized with other people as well, and on top of that, guys, you will be able to earn trust into people that you truly need to earn trust with, because they will play a very significant role in your future. There is one more thing important for the Temperance in case we're talking about relationships, guys. The Temperance is about emotional and physical connection. You know, the doubling the. I mean, only physical connection isn't enough, and only emotional connection is not enough. You need to find the right portion of both, because the Temperance is always about the golden middle, the middle ground, the exact measure. You shouldn't go to one extreme or to the other. You shouldn't go to the physical extreme, nor you should go to the emotional extreme where you are emotionally overburdening your partner, etc., etc. But find the golden middle, and everything will be totally fine, guys. With your relationship, I'm talking about, and with your job as well. It always comes to that. To find the middle ground, guys, and to truly know your interest and chase it with repartee mind. Okay, so now shuffling, and we can go to Scorpio. Oh, by the way, guys, probably you are you have noticed that I do have a green candle behind my back. Green, actually, I want to say that green actually is a color of prosperity in a sense of material prosperity. Like if you want to get a new job, or if you want to attract more money in your home, etc., etc., green is the color that you want to have around yourself. Green is the color of material prosperity, like job race, again, finding a new job, or simply attract money in your home. Okay, so Scorpio, I'm really crossing my fingers for this one, We have the Six of Pentacles, then we do have the Tower card, and we do have the Five of Wands. So guys, there will be some unexpected circumstances coming in your way in these couple of in these couple of weeks, which are gonna force you to ask for help. It is simply unavoidable, because otherwise you are gonna you are gonna have to go through a certain loss and certain destruction in the structures of your life, if that makes sense. It's important here with the five of wands to truly negotiate the help that you are going to receive, because this help is not going to come for free, unfortunately. As a matter of fact, that help is not going to truly resolve your issues, guys. That particular help will only postpone your issues, but in the same time is going to give you a precious time where you can catch your breath first, and second, you can actually make a new strategy how to cope with those kind of issues. Now, why this is happening, that's important here with these three cards, because you need a transformation. You need to realize that at this moment you cannot have any more improvement in your life. It is because you have reached the very maximum of whatever you're doing right now, and you need to find new things to do, or you need to find a new perspective in your life to chase. So you need a new beginning, Scorpios, and you desperately needing it. And that new beginning, unfortunately, with these cards can come only through destruction. You know, something is destroyed, something is deteriorated, and something else, it is built up into their lives. And now I want to say, because I don't know how many of you live in Europe, but actually here in Europe, there is, in whole Europe, there is law which forbids the buildings to be built higher than 55 meters, and that's why in Europe there are no skyscrapers. But also in Europe there are a lot of old houses, and especially in the center of Sofia, majority of the buildings are old buildings, because the infrastructure, it is prohibited by law to be destroyed for the benefit of the new buildings, you know. But those buildings which are getting way too old, they are brought down, and new buildings are coming into their way, which are more beautiful. They are more wider, and they have more room in them, etc., etc. So that's the point that I'm trying to make, that one thing gets down and something else is destroyed. Of course, something else get built up on its place. Of course, the process is kind of messy, you know. When the builders do the building, it's kind of dirty and it's unpleasant to be in there, etc., etc. But at the end, something very good comes out of their way. So it's going to be a difficult transition that you need to go through. Scorpio was my point during this couple of weeks, and you don't have to do it alone, guys. But if you decide to ask for help from somebody, be very wise how you will negotiate that help. And as well, if you think that your surroundings and whatever you are right now and your situations are rock solid, the Five of Wands is a card showing that there will be a lot of surprises. Your things will be quite dynamic, and there will be sudden around turns which are going to surprise you a lot. And it is very likely that you may realize that something you have thought that it is extremely solid turns out to be utterly fragile, guys, and it will require additional attention into it in order to consolidate and stabilize it. So that is the message for Scorpio. It will be also a hard period for Scorpio, for what it seems, a transition, transformation, guys. But hey, in one book I have read about the Tower card, saying that this is how one situation gets shattered to pieces, you know. But if you have, you know, the energy, and as well you are strongest in spirit, you can pick up those pieces and rebuild back your situation, and this time you can make it more perfect. So it is not the end of the world for you, Scorpio. Actually, the Tower card it's always happening for the better. At the end, it has positive effect. At the end, it has healing and growing effect on your life. It is just the whole process. It is a little bit unpleasant, and it comes with a rather unpleasant symptoms. Well, as far as that could come for love, it could be that for example, if you are in relationship, I mean, I'm trying to explain the cards so you can relate them to your situation. But let's say that you are in relationship right now, and that could come as a spontaneous love, that you may fall in love with someone else, you know, and that will bring your world down. It will destroy your relationship, but in the same time, it can build up a much better relationship. That could be the case for you guys. I don't want to judge for every single one of you. I'm trying to explain the cards so you can relate them to your situation and make a sense of them. Tammy now is Sagittarius, and after that we go to Capricorns. My throat's starting to hurt, guys. Okay, so Sagittarius, Two of Pentacles with the Six of Wands with the Two of Wands. You will have very successful preparations made, guys. For what it seems during this couple of weeks period of time. It is all about seizing what is coming and preparing for it so you can actually attend to it and execute it flawlessly and perfectly. Now, very big doors are gonna open to you during this particular couple of weeks, but you also need to have the guts to take a responsibility and to seize those kind of opportunities. It is it's not guarding, but how do you call to a person that is left on duty, you know, to manage something? There is a specific word in my language to that, but I haven't met it in English, that particular word. So you will be a person who is trusted to attend into certain thing, and you will be able to do it flawlessly among the ordinary duties and tasks that you will have, and on top of that you will be rewarded for that, guys. So you can expect some financial income, additional financial income, if that's in your career, or you can expect a more appreciation if this is about your family affairs, etc., etc. But you will be asked about something, to do something from a greater importance, and once you do it, that will be a door opening for you, which through that door you can sprawl your further development. So it could be, let's say, let me give you an example. It could be a project which your boss is thinking that it is very a high deal for you, but they don't have any other person to give it to right now, and they say, what the hell, let's try him or let's try her, and they give you that project, and suddenly you start doing it better than actually the people that are supposed to do it. You know, it will be something from that particular from that particular sense and from that particular nature. So you will be the last option available to these people, and once they give you that particular task of a great responsibility, again, I'm saying you will have to have the guts to take it, because it will require a lot of dedication. It will require a lot of contribution. It will require a lot of effort, and actually it will place your skills to the test. It will place your skills to the next level, but in the same time you will show that actually you can do it better than the people that are supposed to do it, guys, and that will open you the doors I am talking about, and as well it will give you the rewards from your labor. So again, you can expect that if this is about your career, guys, you can expect that you will have some financial income. If this is about your relationship, you will have appreciation from your partner and from your family as well. Or if this is about your social circle, guys, your friends will actually find you as a person, as a very important person, as someone that everybody wants to be a friend with. But with the Two of Pentacles here as well, you should not neglect your own things. So you will have the time to juggle in between that important matter coming in your way and in the same time with your own tasks and with your own things. So you should not use that importance as an excuse not to do your job that you have taken responsibility to, or you have given a promise about, you know. So it will be a busy period for Sagittarius. They may feel a little bit overburdened during that period of time, guys, but it will worth it big time. It will allow you guys to expand in your future development, either into your career or into your relationship or into your social circle. You will be definitely in a much better position than you are right now, if you again have the guts to take the responsibility which is asked from you. Of course, you can pass that responsibility and your couple of weeks will be totally normal. Nothing will move there. Everything will be as it is right now and nothing else happens. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you. So now it's Capricorn. Who asked for Capricorn? Yeah. So Capricorn's Ace of Swords with the Two of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. That will be a new enterprise coming in your way, guys, and you will find yourself much more busier than you are right now. So the time for scampering around, it is pretty much over. What will be important, however, here, the important thing for that could be the new job. It is most likely related to your career. So you need to make your terms, was the word I'm searching for, your terms very clear and very honest, because probably you will not have any chance to change the contract you will work upon. And that being said, guys, it will be actually an offer as well, so you may accept an offer to start a project or to start a job on your behalf. Now it is, again, as I said, very important to make clear to with your terms, and as well to how can I place it here? Basically, not to drop off the things that you are doing until right now. It will be a very light period for you, Capricorns, in a sense where there will be not much of impact to your future, because even if this is about a job, it will, right now, it's not going to be very clear how long that job is going to be. As a matter of fact, with the with the Page of Wands, it could be as short as couple of months. you know. But in the same time, guys, it's gonna give you a small adaptation towards your future. It's a it's a little bit difficult reading for Capricorn, because these cards, they can interpret in so many different ways. For example, that could be a person that you will interact with during this particular period of time. That person have a brilliant idea, and you will contemplate and deliberate on that idea. Actually, is it worth pursuing or is it not worth pursuing? That is the thing that you can actually, that can be for you. Or that could be the message, as I said, and you will actually start thinking how you can implant it in your daily routine. We're talking about not as a new beginning here, guys. We're talking about a new enterprise, okay, which is a different thing, at least in my dictionary. And you will start analyzing how you can actually incorporate that particular enterprise into your daily routine, so your daily routine doesn't get distorted. Either way, it is very important during that a couple of weeks to be playful and to be adaptable, because going with a standstill plan is not going to work out for you, not by a long shot. Actually, you will have to adapt a lot of things in your plan. So what I can say about you Capricorns is to live for the moment, day by day. Don't plan for like the next week, because when you enter at the next week, things are gonna be totally different for you. If you think that right now you know, you are in a very bad spot, that could be very well quite the opposite at the end of this couple of weeks, and vice versa as well. So the only way how you can sustain, you know, your prosperity is to be adaptable. The only way how you can get on top of things is to be adaptable, because these are positive combinations here, guys. Very positive combinations in between these two cards. But you need to be true to yourself. You know, you should not lie to yourself, first things first. And you need to be sober about assessing the situation in front of yourself, so you can make an accurate demands, or rather like an accurate terms in case you are asked to sign a contract. And you have to be careful by signing a contract. As well as these cards are showing that you are going to realize that you don't need specific people in your life. Actually, specific people are making you angry. As well as you are going to realize that there are people or rules that are adopted in your life which are actually constraining you and are not allowing you to unfold with your true creative nature. And that may force swapping jobs, that may force changing partners in romantic relationship, or simply moving out from one family. If you are living with your parents, for example, you may realize that your parents are kind of like constraining you to unfold creatively, and you may decide to, you know, it's time for you to move alone, and etc etc. So you have to be very repartee with your words, and as well to be true to yourself. And guys, you don't need anybody to be successful. You are as strong as you can on your own, and you can achieve things on your own. So it is best not to depend on people that are actually how can I say it, they are suspicious about how loyal they can be to you. So next one, that will be Aquarius. Well, tell me about the contract terms. If one place doesn't give you the right contract, there is always someone else that can give you the right contract. So it's all about patience. At least in my point of view. Hello, Debbie. Yeah, Libra have been done, but you can watch the replay. And if Aquarius or Pisces are your moon or ascendant sign, you can stay and watch them, or you can just hang around, you know, and engage with other people here on the chat. Okay, so Aquarius, Queen of Cups is the first card with the Five of Pentacles. Wow, we have a person that will hold your hand, guys, because you Aquarius will also go through a difficult period of time. It's not going to be that difficult, guys, as a term of impossible, but you will definitely struggle in a multiple fronts. It will be small struggles, you know, like shenanigans popping in here and there, but there will be many shenanigans, and that will be overwhelming. And at the same time, you will have someone that will hold your hand and will support you through all that. Also, the Five of Pentacles is that bad or rather unpleasant card about financial difficulties, in a sense where you may face unexpected financial financial expenses you can do, or simply, guys, you won't get paid. Either way, as I said, you will have supportive, unfortunately not a material supportive, that will be totally emotional supportive, a person that truly can feel your pain and also have a very high sense of personal integrity, and as well it is someone that can keep a secret. So your state of how you are right now will be totally unnoticed by other people, but this person, because they will keep your secret. She, most likely she, can truly understand what you are going through or what you will go through. The third card is going to be the Hierophant card, and you have to seriously address the issue. I mean, the issue of feeling insecure, the issue of feeling unstable. You may start feeling, you know, worried about being left alone into your relationship, or you may start feeling worried that you will be fired by your job, on your job, you know, on your work. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. It's only about fear. And how can I place it? So if you're afraid of something, guys, you have to talk about it. Let's say that you are start feeling insecure about your working place, okay, and you think that you're gonna get fired. Well, instead of being afraid about it, and instead of feeling you know, uncomfortable and thinking that your spot, that your place, that your work is threatened, talk about it. Go to your boss, ask them if you don't do anything correctly, or what you can do to improve yourself, etc., etc. So show attitude that you are actually want to make difference. Show attitude that you want to you know, fix an errors that you have done. And in the same time, if this is about your relationship, guys, talk with your partner. It's all about talking. Everything will solve through conversations. If you give a silent treatment to your fears, that ain't gonna solve anything. It's only it is only gonna get your fears even deeper, and you will become more anxious. You will become more hectic about your wavering, and in one point you will become also frantic about your actions. And when you, that will be the point of no return, being frantic about your actions, because then you will show how desperate you are to keep things around, while you didn't have to, because you basically had to talk about it. And as I said, through that period of time, Aquarius, says you don't have to be alone, guys. There is someone that can support you through that. It is actually someone that is finding themselves into your situation, and you basically can side with one another and you know, push the things simultaneously. It is kind of like a two forces working toward one goal, and that goal will be reached eventually. But yeah, Five of Pentacles is always that card where you're feeling in the cold winter, where you're feeling insecure, kind of like the homeless people. They don't know what they're gonna eat tomorrow, they don't know where they're gonna spend the night, etc., etc. So it's constant insecurity about where you will be in the next moment and what will come in your way on the next moment, etc., etc. And the only way for you to feel more stable about it is to talk about it, okay? Because everything that you are afraid of during this couple of weeks have its resolution, and that resolution can be reached by you leading conversations and speeches about that particular fear you have. Okay, so last but not least, guys, shuffling the cards, we're going to Pisces. Okay, Six of Swords for Pisces with the Emperor, with the Two of Swords. Pisces are going to be able to reach peace and set their things in order, simply regaining full control upon their situations until now. That actually is going to be, at least at the start, guys, that will be a very brave attempt for you to improve your personal circumstances, a maneuver that nobody see that you are going to do, and they will be caught unprepared by your maneuver, and that maneuver will grant you victory upon your rivals. The Emperor here says that eventually you're going to find yourself during these couple of weeks in total control upon your relationship, upon your career, in general, upon your life. And on top of that, you will shine in front of others, in front of other people, like co-workers, like friends and family, etc., as very responsible person, as a person who truly knows what they're talking about, person who is capable to sustain what they possess, people that are worthy of what they are possessing. The only problem here for you, Pisces, is the very first step marked with the Six of Swords, because probably you will need to convince someone around your goal. Probably you will have fear of certain consequences that your actions may cause, but this is just an imaginary fear, guys. So it is rather like regret. It is not even a regret, but the fear of regret of a certain circumstances and actions. But ultimately, that will lead, guys, to a state of peace, because the Two of Swords here, excuse me, it's a interpretation of a state of peace where you reach a precious equilibrium, because the opposite among the opposites in your life, so everything will be sorted out, everything will be as where it's supposed to be. Okay, and you will be able, with an iron hand, to rule, navigate, you name it, your life, your relationship, your career. You will be very successful if we're talking about career here, being capable to unify people, being capable to make people work toward a common goal, or rather toward your goal, guys. You will be the leader. I don't know if you realize that, but you will be the leader. And one last thing I want to say during this from these cards, Pisces, is that in order to be a leader, guys, you need to present yourself as a very strong person in front of other people. You should not show nor talk about your weaknesses and the difficulties you are facing. For example, if we're talking about your career here, and you want to show yourself, present yourself as a leader into your career, you shouldn't talk about how bad your relationship is or how bad your friendship is with someone, etc., etc. People doesn't need to know about that, okay? And in the same time, guys, you remember that dignity does not dictate the whole truth to be told. As you know, the Emperor represents the ultimate power. And think about it. Does your government tell you everything that they are planning to do? or everything behind what they're planning to do. No, they tell you only what you need to know, and that's it. It is only thing you need to tell. So you have to be quite conservative about any information you have, and on top of that, guys, you need to be very tenacious about chasing your goals. Now, what will be the benefits of setting everything in order in your life and regaining back control upon your situations, Pisces? Well, you will have more time for yourself. Basically, you will reach a state of personal freedom that will be granted, and you will make the ups and downs in your daily routine much more bearable, especially the downs that you will face, because every routine goes with ups and downs, every day goes with ups and downs, guys, and you will make the downs much more bearable. But in general, very positive couple of days for you, Pisces. And it seems that if you are right now smothered beneath the toe of somebody, you will regain back your sovereignty again. So that was the tarot reading for the lunar eclipse, for the solar eclipse, excuse me, that is solar eclipse, and the new moon, guys, which is happening in Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it. That is a little bit different style from what you are used to see, but now I am trying to explain the cards so you can relate them to your own personal situation, because, you know, I cannot revisit them in every single possible interpretation that can be in these cards. As you know, tarot works best with questions, and it does depend what your question is, what your situation is. So these cards can be related to it. So you have to, unfortunately, through my explanations, to relate them to your own personal situation. For those which is confusing, I am truly sorry, guys, that it is that way, but I think that this is the best way how you can utilize tarot in general readings. And with that being said, guys, that will be the end of the stream. If you want a personal reading with me, you can visit my website, tarotpredictions.net, which is written, I will write it here down in the description of the video, and you can purchase a reading from there. Or if you want on-demand services, you can follow me at Instant Go. My account there is Tarot Predictions. That probably also will be written in the description of this video. And that being said, guys, I wish you best of luck in the next couple of weeks. And as always, stay informed and stay positive. Rad signing out now. See you next time. Bye.